Well, a big day in Jacksonville. Today, Miss Willie Mae Jackson, who you see right here, is turning 110. And in Folkston, Georgia, Miss Sally Chatman is celebrating her 107th birthday this month. Now, together, they have lived through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and the remarkable transformation of America from a time when horse-drawn wagons still shared the road with early automobiles to today's world of smartphones and artificial intelligence. So what's their secret to longevity? Well, I spent time with both of these amazing women and their daughters to find out.
We love her. That's all I can say. We love her, and we thank God for every day that she's here.
Sonia Jones's mother has reached a milestone reserved for only a tiny fraction of Americans. Willie Mae Jackson is now a super centenarian, 110 years old. Experts say it's difficult to know exactly how many people in the U.S. are 110 or older, but the Gerontology Research Group has verified around 70 living supercentenarians nationwide. I met Willie Mae at the Jacksonville nursing home where she now lives.
Miss Jackson, I've never interviewed anybody who's 110 years old. How does it feel?
I feel good.
Born in Georgia in
1916.
Woodrow Wilson was president and World War I was reshaping the world. Through more than a century of change, one thing has remained constant.
Well, when I was a child, my mom used to take us to church.
Today, she still looks forward to Sundays.
1122 comes here to the facility, and she goes every Sunday. She sits on the front row.
What would you attribute her longevity to?
Her faith in God, that she's a believer, and I've watched her all of my life believe in God and serve God. She had me when she was 47 years old, and she had my brother when she was 45. But she always said that she wanted God to help her see her children grow up.
What's your advice to the younger generation?
I would tell them to get in touch with the Savior, to God. I know Him, and He got me where I'm at, and He gave me everything I need.
She raised a family, worked as a cook, and says the secret to a long life is surprisingly simple.
All I can say is keep living.
At 110, she's still sharp, still engaged, and still determined to enjoy every day.
She's always said, I always want to keep my mind. And she has.
And while there's no magic formula for living to 110, her daughter says Willie Mae has never been a picky eater.
I think the only thing she doesn't eat is pork. She doesn't eat pork. But everything else you eat pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Iced tea, right? Her sweet tea.
Yeah,
Tea.
hot tea.
Hot tea.
Hot tea and sweet tea. Okay.
Green tea. Right.
These days, it's often the little things that bring her the most joy, like watching goslings waddle outside her window and spending time with the family she's helped build.
She has 8 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren, and we're up to 5 great-great-grandchildren.
I love them all.
About 50 miles away in Folkston, Georgia, another remarkable woman is celebrating a milestone of her own. Sally Chatman just turned
107.
and she still lives at home with her daughter.
How does it feel to be 107? Good. And very good.
If I'm doing something, I look around, she's gone. That's why we had to put these bells on her walker to keep up with her.
Her secret to longevity?
What do you always say?
Clean living. No alcohol.
But her daughter says there's more to it than just that.
Being able to stay in her house, her environment, and she enjoys looking outside. We live on a busy street, so she watches the traffic going by, and just her positive attitude. And she has a strong faith in God, and she believes that things will get better.
Known affectionately around town as Mother, Sally treasures visits from her friends.
I got a friend that come to see me. that made me happy.
She also enjoys reading the comics, watching westerns, and spending time with her family.
She had 4 children, 2 are deceased, and 11 grandchildren. And the great-grands and great-great-grands are in the 20s.
And when it comes to her diet,
Since I've been here, I told her I've bought 2,000 pounds of sugar. I don't eat it, but she does. Yeah, so, you know, I can't explain.
there are 2 things she never eats: eggs and chicken.
She has never eaten chicken and eggs, turkey. Nothing with feathers is what she says.
At 107 and 110, Sally and Willie Mae have witnessed some of the most defining moments in modern history. But ask their daughters what stands out the most, and the answer isn't their age, it's their faith, their resilience, their love for family, and their ability to connect with the people and communities around them while finding joy in each day.
I enjoy her every day that God has allowed her to be here with us is a good day.
Jess, they are just truly remarkable. 110, 107, and to put their ages into perspective, I did a little research. The oldest known living person here in the U.S. right now.
Oh.
Any guesses?
I don't know, 115?
115
Oh,
years old.
really?
Actually, it's a woman. She was born here in Georgia, not on the first coast, but born in Georgia, but now lives in Pennsylvania. So 115.
My goodness, I like how you talked about what they eat.
Yeah, because it's really interesting to
Well,
see
you
what's
put-
the secret. How
right.
do you live that long?
Right.
And no chicken, no eggs. Sally said, her doctor said, well, maybe I'll try that. No chicken and no eggs. But then she eats sugar, so who knows?
Right.
Good
And the
genes.
sweet tea and the sugar seems
Yeah.
to be, I guess, a
knows?
correlate there.